Teixeira just wanted to share info, kind of show off to his buddies, get some validation, maybe. It does make you pause, though. You, the listener, might ask, does that simple reason really add up? Does it feel, entirely plausible? Or is there maybe more to it?
Good question. So when these documents did hit the public domain, wow, it was like getting this unexpected peek behind the curtain of global power plays. What grabbed the headlines first, understandably, was the stuff about the war in Ukraine.
Exactly. Specific details came out, like Ukraine's ammunition situation, how much they needed, estimates on when supplies might run low, details about international aid packages, really
Yeah.
sensitive operational stuff. But, and this is crucial, it wasn't just about Ukraine or adversaries. That wasn't the only surprising part.
No, absolutely not. Perhaps the most shocking part was the revelation that the U.S. wasn't only monitoring its enemies, it was also keeping very close tabs on and even eavesdropping on its own allies. We're
Hmm.
talking countries like South Korea, Israel,
Hmm.
even Ukraine itself,
Yeah.
an ally in that conflict. That's a whole other level of intelligence gathering.
Hmm. And there was this one really specific example that highlights it perfectly. It detailed South Korea's internal government discussions. They were debating whether to provide artillery shells to Ukraine. Doing that directly would actually be illegal under South Korean law. So the fact that the U.S. had access to those private internal talks down to that level of detail, it's like reading someone's diary, but on a geopolitical scale.
It really implies an incredible reach, doesn't it?
It does. And the analysis we're looking at, it makes a pretty bold claim here that the U.S. capability for monitoring, for extracting information, is basically number one in the world, which suggests that what we saw in the leaks, well, that might just be the visible tip of a much, much larger intelligence iceberg.
Right. Which leads us to the bigger question, the really profound one. Why is information considered, maybe the ultimate advantage now? Let's break down how that power works, maybe starting with diplomacy.
Okay, well, just knowing what another country needs internally, whether it's an ally or an adversary,